Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. I am so happy that Bitcoin broke its medium-term trend by going up. So people will make a lot of money with Bitcoin because look at this huge 30% drop that I predicted. The situation is now very big. Why does that happen? Since there is delta difference here and the medium-term trend has turned up, guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button because I always tell you about the best times to buy, sell, and short Bitcoin. I've been talking about this for a long time, even before it was here a week ago. And look what took place. Oh my goodness, look at this. Swing down that isn't very useful. What does that mean? Wow, this is really cool. This makes me so happy. Let's get closer and start to break it down. What took place? What took place? Guys, it's been a great night. It has been crazy awesome. These green lines are there. In the last 12 hours, things have been very crazy. This is the medium-term trend. When Bitcoin began its upswing and as expected, its big drop to the downside, it used up all of the leftover liquidity levels that I had marked to empty. And Bitcoin is already starting to use these unused liquidity levels, which are the next obvious targets, as you know from watching my previous videos. Right now we have 2 liquidity areas inside this swing to the upside, which is a huge deal. If you don't already have Bitcoin, you can buy it from Bybit and check out these bonuses. You can get a free 500 USDT airdrop through my link. There are also up to $30,000 in welcome bonuses for new users. New users can get a $20 bonus right away, and when they pay $100, they get an extra $30 in bonuses. You can also take part in these kinds of events where you might win F1 trips or trading funds. You can even touch the money and trade a little. When you trade every day, you can also take part in these kinds of events where you can win things like airdrops, bonuses, coupons, and more. Us.Thanks is the cryptocurrency exchange for you if you don't want to prove yourself, make a customer verification, or use a VPN. Us.Thanks is based in Dubai, and they don't need you to go through the same checks that you do with Bybit. Pick one of those. Us.Thanks makes it faster to buy Bitcoin right now, which is really important because this is a big deal, and there are a lot of good targets coming up right now. We also left these 2 amounts of liquidity in this swing because they were going up. First, let's talk about why the midterm trend is going up right now. Let's get closer to this price action and then switch to the market structure you can see now. Guys, it's been a crazy ride. This was the last high. Why does that happen? Why was this age number so high? 52277. Because look at how easy that is head and shoulders or head and shoulders backwards, here and here. These kinds of systems or price changes, these are highs and lows for the next few months. It's that easy, low and high. The short-term high was broken to the upside. Oh my goodness, wasted liquidity, the wasted liquidity that is closest to you. If you fake to the top, keep going down. Clear unused amount of liquidity. The first goal is a H value of 53,083.8. You need to be very specific. That is the goal that is closest right now. Also, Bitcoin has pretty much already run it. And whenever I use these kinds of unused liquidity levels as goals, I mean swing targets. They are also not the same as grade goals, because it's important to keep track of your trades when you're trading and starting new ones. And of course, you need to take income earlier. But when you see these old, unused liquidity levels, markets tend to react and start moving in the opposite way. And when that happens, Bitcoin generally gives us great chances to buy because of the higher liquidity levels. For instance, this one has a L number of 50,910. The L value, which is 50,033.3, is another amount of liquidity inside this swing. Yeah, but we've seen a lot of change in this case. The instability is very high right now. Really big. It's possible that these 2 rounds won't get run. And when we see these kinds of huge situations, the best trade chances usually come from fakeouts. Simple fakeouts are one example. For instance, when we look at this crash from the bottom up, you can see in times when big moves are happening, these kinds of simple fakeout setups are often great for quickly shorting. These kinds of shorting opportunities are also very good if I see delta divergences. That is, I'd like to see a positive delta and a negative candle when Bitcoin is going down. Those facts show that there is a whale doing its tricks, which is bad. When we're going up, on the other hand, these kinds of trade setups are great chances to buy quickly. Let's talk about a different situation that probably won't happen again but could. Long term, it's not likely that the fake out will happen. But let's talk about that. Let us say that Bitcoin's medium-term trend won't go up from here on out. It will stay flat and cause a fake out. In this case, I'd still buy it. In this case, I would still buy, because you have to look at the bigger picture. We've lost 30%. 30% is a lot. Of course, a lot of small traders and buyers feel like there is no hope right now. But if you want to make money in these markets, you should always do the opposite. Something that stores are doing. Take a look. When I talk about cash all the time, what is it? It basically means places where market makers, whales, banks, and other big players can open their long positions. These big players open their long positions when regular people are panicking and selling. Just think about it. For instance, if a big player wants to buy Bitcoin for $500 million, there must be a very large number of small buyers willing to sell to this whale, that way it can open to its long position. Do you get it? That's why the media news and other groups are making up this kind of Bitcoin crash news, even though Bitcoin has already crashed. Everywhere in the world, I can already see the news. Bitcoin has gone down. Oh my goodness, it's over. The end has come. Bitcoin, yes, this is the end. But did you see any news talking about the Bitcoin crash on YouTube or other sites while we were here? No, you didn't, but I did bring that up. Check out all of the videos I've been making. Take a look. Last shot, it's over. Things are getting worse. Crash. Terrible. Lack of hope. Terrible things. Guys, only follow the best ones. Yes, me, like I do. It's crazy. I'm a Bitcoin bull right now. I wasn't a Bitcoin bull before, but I am now. So yeah, next chance is to buy. The next chance to buy. Under this L value, which I already said, under this L value. In a way, these are buying opportunities because they are places where Bitcoin can make a higher medium-term low. You need to understand that. But we also know, or you should know, that Bitcoin is moving very quickly right now and that it is creating these amounts of liquidity all the time right now. In fact, this one is also a cash level. Take a look. If you want to fake down, keep going up in the funding level. One last thing to note about these cash levels, I'd like to see this one that isn't being used get run. This one. Did I show you? I did show you the exact number though. This should be run because it would show that Bitcoin is very strong right now. It's almost broken it, but not quite yet. Let's take a look, shall we? 53,064.7 and value of 83.8. Now that it hasn't broken it yet, these are some interesting times to buy. I'll still be looking for chances to buy below this level if this doesn't change. Right now, Bitcoin looks like it will be a very exciting time. Click subscribe and watch the movie from yesterday to learn more about why Bitcoin crashed. Have a nice day.